Good morning, children. Now, today I am going to start the third part of this fourth chapter. The chapter name is How the Traders Became the Rulers. In this, we read about the subsidiary alliance of Wellesley. Now, another tricky policy made by the Dalhousie about he was the next governor general of our country at that time, and he also made one tricky policy that is called annexation policy. Annexation means छीन लेना, put some illegal things and they just illegal things and they just occupying their areas. Let's read what is his annexation policy. The aim of Wellesley's policy of expansion was to enslave the native kingdom without using much of British resources. Enslave means लोगों को गुलाम बनाना. The native kingdom without using native kingdom means Indian people. Without much effort means they without investing any money matter. The aim of Wellesley's policy of expansion was to enslave the native kingdom without using much of British resources. Means Dalhousie, not only Dalhousie, so many, all the Britishers, they had came here for trading. So traders were very cunning always. Why they will invest money unnecessarily on others? That's why without investing any money or without investing any efforts, they wanted to gain more and more things from our Indian country, more money from our India, like that. The states that accepted the subsidiary alliance considered the British as their friend. Means Wellesley, those kingdom people, kings, those who accepted the Wellesley's subsidiary alliance policy. First, though they don't know about it, and they was think it was a friendly bond between the Britishers and the king. That is telling here the states that accepted the subsidiary alliance considered the British as their friend. Eventually, in the absence of internal or external threat, they become irresponsible and their administration started deteriorating. Means eventually means धीरे धीरे in slowly kings, our kings were not very much devoted towards their few kings, not very much to devoted to their kingdom or in their administration. They spend maximum time lavishly by music or like that things. So internal or external threat, they have no tension, they just leave it their kingdom likely are not taking any interest on them how to develop their kingdom or whatever the problem, they were not take care of that. And in this way, slowly the this situation benefit taken by the Britishers, and their kingdoms slowly going to down. Deteriorating means धीरे धीरे गिरने लगा उनकी पोजीशन. The outcome of the conspiracy of the British was the anarchy in many princely states. Then in this situation, the Britishers, they started this annexation policy, and in this way they had snatched a lot of kingdom from India. The Indian rulers got trapped in it. Got trapped means they were not thinking and what they were telling unnecessarily they are accepting, and ट्रैप मीन उनके जाल में फंसते जा रहे थे. The British got an excuse to start interfering into the internal affairs of these states on the pretext of putting an end to the anarchy. Means slowly Britishers they started to interfere in the internal affairs, means मामलों में of the kingdom, and try to snatched the kingdom from their hand. They annexed many states under the same excuse. Means sometimes they are interfering in the internal problems of the kingdom, and slowly they are proving it कि they cannot run the kingdom properly. That's why they are taking their kingdom in their hands, and like that, in this ways, a lot of territory were snatched by the Britisher. They annexed many states under the same excuse. Means सेम फंडा दे के उन लोग ने बहुत सारे किंगडम राजा लोगों से छीन लिया. देयर आफ्टर बर्मा and regions of Punjab were also annexed. If the king died without a son, his state was annexed. What was the annexation policy? How they are interfering? First, they were keeping their soldier. Uh, how suppose Wellesley's subsidiary alliance, those who accepted these things, slowly they just lavishly leading their life. They were thinking Britishers are there, they were take care of their kingdom when they need, and they were not taking any interest, and slowly they become very lavishly or like that. So internal a lot of problems started. They could not handle at that time. The British are involved in their problems, interfere in between their problems, and in this way they are showing कि Britishers are more capable, they can sort out all the problems. This king was not having any son, so next who will be the next king of this kingdom, or like that situation they prevailed. And if any king not having any son, so they are snatching his territory by telling कि his next there was no next king, that's why they are snatching their kingdom like that. In this way, Satara, Jhansi, Nagpur, etc. became the victim of policy of annexation. Means in this way, what is the way? If the son, any king not having any son, so that his territory in future will be go in the hand of the Britisher. That is called policy of annexation. This last 2-3 line is very important for your question answer. Now next page, see what is there. In the first about Dalhousie 2 we read a lot of things. Now we are going to read about the Dalhousie, some good reforms done by here in our country. What is that? See, Dalhousie aimed at helping the British trader to make huge profit from the trade of tea, coffee, and cotton by capturing the areas that produce these commodities on a large scale. Means telling कि they were doing this kind of business, coffee business. So whatever the cotton business also. So whatever the area, which one is area growing these things, tea, coffee, cotton. So Britishers, how they are helping themselves? They were snatching those areas from the king and giving to their company, and on that, so they need not to worry about those raw material. They need not to purchase anything from the Indian traders. जो भी ट्रेडर्स जो भी एरिया होता था टी कॉफ़ी कॉटन के, वहाँ पे जो राजा वर्क करता था, किंगडम रूल करता था, उस वहाँ के राजा को हरा के वो एरिया को पूरा कब्जा कर लेता था, जिससे कि ब्रिटिशर्स को अपना मनी इन्वेस्ट ना करना पड़े. मीन्स कच्चे माल को खरीदने के लिए, रॉ मटेरियल को खरीदने के लिए उन्हें इंडियन ट्रेडर्स को कोई पैसा नहीं देना पड़े. तो लाइक दैट डलहौजी ये सारे एरियाज़ पे कब्जा करके अपने ट्रेडर्स को हेल्प करता था. To consolidate the British rule in India and to run the administration smoothly, many changes were introduced by Dalhousie in India. To consolidate the British rule in India means British rule को इंडिया में बनाए रखने के लिए उसको स्मूथली रन करने के लिए डलहौजी ब्रॉट अ लॉट ऑफ चेंजेस इन हिज टाइम. What are they? Let's see. During his tenure means time period, the first railway line, underline all these things, the first railway line was started between Mumbai to Thane in 1853 CE. The modern postal system started in India, and wireless system between India and England too was introduced during his tenure. He passed laws to ban child marriage and advocate widow remarriage. English education spread in India during his time. This time, the first three universities in India were established in Mumbai, Chennai, and Kolkata in the year 1857 CE. Thus, these reforms were basically for the expansion of British rule and ease in administration. Although Indians benefited later on, they had to suffer a lot with the introduction of British reforms. So what is telling here ki what the reforms mean changes, good changes done by Dalhousie in his time. During his tenure, the first railway line was started between Mumbai to Thane. Then what happened? The modern postal system started in India, and wireless system means you can see one country to another country they can talk. That is called wireless system at that time between India to England for business purpose. So they brought these things in India. So from India to England they can directly talk to them. He passed laws to ban child marriage. That time छोटे छोटे बच्चों की शादी हो जाती थी तो उसको उन्होंने स्टॉप करवाया. एंड एडवोकेट विडो री मैरिज. एडवोकेट मीन्स सजेस्ट किया कि जो छोटे बच्चे कम एज में विडो हो जाते मीन्स उनके हस्बैंड की डेथ हो जाती है उनको फिर से शादी करने का परमिशन दिया. English education spread in India during this time, that you understand very well. The first three universities in India was established in Mumbai, Chennai and Kolkata in 1857. So these reforms Dalhousie basically done for the to benefited his country. That one is afterward benefited to India when Indian people also started using those things and started getting education. So slowly they came indirectly. Our country also started towards the development. Slowly they came to know. They started education. Education, read a lot of books, and Indian people also started to thinking broadly, bringing and brought some changes in our country also, that you read in many history books at that time. So these are the reforms done by the Dalhousie. Now next stanza, what is that? Dissatisfaction of people. Dissatisfaction means people are not satisfied with those reforms. Let's see then. After the policy of subsidiary alliance, Dalhousie's policy of annexation shook the whole nation terribly. Shook means पूरे भयंकर तरह से पूरे कंट्री को हिला दिया उसके किंगडम छीनने के प्रोसेस से. This resulted in the dissatisfaction among the people towards the British. That's why a lot of kings were afraid, not afraid, dissatisfied from the Britishers. ब्रिटिशर्स के अगेंस्ट हो गए सो मैनी किंग्स, इंडियन किंग, क्योंकि उनके किंगडम ज़बरदस्ती छीन ले गए. यू मस्ट हैव सीन द फिल्म क्रांति एंड मंगल पांडे. If you have not seen, then try and see these movies. At this time, the people were suppressed under the dictatorial regime of the British. Dictatorial means forcefully लोगों को डरा धमके रूल करने का जो ब्रिटिश का जो तरीका था इन दोनों पिक्चरों में बड़े अच्छे से दिखाया गया. In addition to that, the reforms made by Dalhousie added fuel to fire. means added fuel to fire means already so many Indian peoples were dissatisfied with the Britishers, and when Dalhousie put this so many reforms like English education brought and so many things, so Indian people at that time they were not very happy to accept those reforms. So that's why आग में ये सारे रिफॉर्म आग में घी की तरह काम किए, मीन्स और लोग डिससेटिस्फाई हो गए. वाई? डिफरेंट पीपल रिएक्टेड डिफरेंटली टू रेलवेज फैसिलिटीज़ और पोस्ट टेलीग्राफ एंड वेस्टर्न एजुकेशन. मीन्स ये सारे जो रिफॉर्म्स हुए थे उस पर लोग एकदम ही डिससेटिस्फाई थे और ठीक से उसको एक्सेप्ट नहीं कर रहे थे. ऑर्थोडॉक्स पीपल फेल्ट दैट, ऑर्थोडॉक्स मीन जो पुराने विचारधारा वाले लोग रहते हैं उनको ऑर्थोडॉक्स बोला जाता है. ऑर्थोडॉक्स पीपल फेल्ट दैट द ब्रिटिश वांटेड टू डिस्ट्रॉय देयर कल्चर. हियर ऑर्थोडॉक्स मीन्स दे आर, you may be so many serial, you may be see people or some old people are telling this one is don't do that, don't do, पाप लगेगा, like that. तो those type of people, उन लोग ने जब इंग्लिश एजुकेशन इंट्रोड्यूस हुआ तो उन लोग ऐसा सोच रहे थे कि बाय द इंग्लिश एजुकेशन ब्रिटिशर वांटेड टू इंडियन डिस्ट्रॉय द इंडियन कल्चर. मीन्स इंडियन कल्चर को, हमारे इंडिया के जो अच्छे से कल्चर है उसको तोड़ना चाह रहे हैं, उसकी जगह इंग्लिश लाना चाह रहे हैं. The reforms done by the British were basically for running the administration smoothly. पर एक्चुअली डलहौजीज और ब्रिटिशर्स का ऐसा कोई इंटेंशन नहीं था. दे ब्रॉड दोज थिंग्स फॉर द हेल्पिंग ऑफ देयर एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ओनली. The dissatisfaction of people had reached a point of saturation and they were in the state of rebellion, which resulted in the freedom movement of 1857. Telling कि in so many ways Indian people at that time after 1853 were dissatisfied with the Britishers, or their dissatisfaction become so reach into peak कि so high कि Indian people started rebellion means विद्रोह करना. इन 1857 में विद्रोह करना शुरू कर दिया. तो दैट इज़ द थिंग इज टेलिंग हियर dissatisfaction of people. So here this stanza today it is going to finish. All this lesson is finished now. Here only question number 2, 3 and 4 are here. Question number 2 I am telling, just you write here. Asking first question is to only you have to indicate on the map only where are these places are located. Second question, how did the British benefit by subsidiary alliance and annexation policy? So you can write the answer yourself also. If you can't, so then you can write कि through the British benefited by subsidiary alliance and annexation policy too much. Through the subsidiary alliance, Britishers have no investment on their soldier. Their soldier will be maintained by the Indian army, as well as they can afterward they were getting a large kingdom freely through the subsidiary alliance. And in this way another policy, annexation, through the annexation policy you can write through the annexation policy they put a condition कि if the king has no son then their territory will be snatched by the Britishers. They have to give their kingdom to the Britishers. So in this way, without any effort, without any war, through the annexation policy they had captured a lot of kingdom in their custody. So these are the benefit made by the Britishers from India through this policy of subsidiary alliance and annexation policy. Third question is, why were the British not successful in establishing their rule in Punjab during the reign of Maharaja Ranjit Singh? This question answer you will get here in the book. The first line you will start from the question only. The British were not successful in establishing their rule in Punjab during the reign of Maharaja Ranjit Singh because, then you can get this answer here. Oh, 1 minute. Here in third page we can after because you can write because this second line, Ranjit Singh was a strong ruler of that time. He had set up a strong army with the help of European officers for the protection of his state. He had attained victory over many nearby states. Up to here, up to protection of his state. Up to here you can write. Because Ranjit Singh was a strong ruler of that time, he had set up a strong army with the help of European officers for the protection of his state. Up to here you can write the answer. Now, what is the fourth? What reforms were made by Dalhousie in India? This answer you line point wise. First line you will write from the question like that, the reforms made by Dalhousie in India were, then put a dash, then point wise. In this same page you will get here only 1 2 3 fourth line you see, during his tenure. During his tenure don't write directly. First point you write, the first railway line was started between Mumbai to Thane in 1853 CE. Second point, the modern postal system started in India and wireless system between India and England too was introduced during his tenure. Third point, he passed laws to ban child marriage and advocate widow remarriage. Fourth point, English education spread in India during his time. Fifth point, the first three universities in India were established in Mumbai, Chennai and Kolkata in the year 1857 CE. So these are the five reforms done by the Dalhousie. Then fifth question is asking, discuss about the special feature of subsidiary alliance and annexation policy. So subsidiary, these are the short note you have to write. Subsidiary alliance, you above directly you can write the special feature of subsidiary alliance. Then you can write, you go through the first page. Here see, first you put the first line, then you see here third fourth line. Here third line see, to expand the British rule, point wise you write, to expand the British rule in India, Wellesley introduced a new plan which was known as the subsidiary alliance. Then second point, as per the scheme, any princely state that accepted the alliance had to keep and maintain the British army. Third point, Indian, here you add one word, the Indian king had to keep a British representative in their royal court. Fourth point is there, this no, up to 3 point you will write, and then a little bit you can write fourth line also. In this way the British could maintain their army without spending any money. Fifth, next point, the princely states were not allowed to utilize the army at their own will. Next point, this system, which made many feel secure in the beginning, made them feel enslaved and threatened. Subsidiary alliance acted like a slow poison for the princely state of India. So these as a point wise up to here you write as a short note. Then you go through the feature of Dalhousie's annexation policy also. First line you write from the question, then you write point wise. It was introduced by the by the Dalhousie, Governor General Dalhousie of India at that time. Through this policy, then you go through this line. Through this policy, if the king died without a son, his state was annexed. Then one more point you write, in this way Satara, Jhansi, Nagpur, etc. became the victim of policy of annexation. So these are here, only 3 points are enough through the annexation policy. So here like that you write the question answer and then finish. Here no fill-ups are given here in this chapter, so nothing, don't worry about it. Only do these 4 question answer you do, and get ready and started learning also. You can write the answer yourself also. Okay, thank you, bye, God bless you.